This altcoin is up 34% today, and it is just the tip of the iceberg. Holders are getting rich off this token, and this token is a favorite of the top crypto investors. When I show you why big money loves this altcoin and why it pumped today, it's all going to make sense. And that token is LayerZero. And the big LayerZero news is LayerZero acquired bridge Stargate, and both those tokens are jumping off this $110 million acquisition plan. You can see Zero in about 13 hours pump 34%, and now has had a little bit of a pullback. Hitting refresh, we are still up almost 20% here, and Stargate is up almost 15%. And LayerZero is a cross-blockchain messaging protocol, and they got the crypto protocol Stargate. Stargate says they're a little different than a bridge. They allow users to transfer digital assets across blockchains. So if you want to turn your Solana into ETH, or maybe Tether that's on Solana, turn it into Tether that's on ETH, and you could use their liquidity pools to trade these assets rather than blockchain bridges, which have a history of being hacked. Now, if you go to Stargate's website here, they have tons and tons of ecosystems. It is a lot more than I was actually expecting here. I didn't even realize you could buy USDC on this many chains. Starts at Abstract, Ape, Near, Barra, BNB, Core, Flare, Flow, scrolling, IOTA, and Mantle, and just Peak, and Plume, and Polygon, and Say, and Sonium, and Sonic. I mean, it just goes on and on and on, and you see the same thing with USDT. Now, you can go to LayerZero and actually check their bridge volume. So LayerZero purchased something that presumably is going to give them even more volume in this space here. Now, big spike in May. I'll tell you why that is in a second. That's Ethena stablecoin, USDE. But if you look at Zero's price, LayerZero's token, you see that there's a lot of hype and anticipation for the bridge being launched. The bridge is, by all accounts, pretty successful here, but the token is down because the anticipation's gone, the hype is gone. But when the hype is gone and the anticipation is gone, that's when there's opportunity. And the opportunity is they are both way down from their previous all-time highs. I do think Zero can hit a new all-time high and beyond, and if it just hits all-time high, you're looking at a good pump because it is down 67% from $7.47. Also, part of the reason why the price might be down is the unlocks just started happening. We're going to dive into that in a second, but these unlocks go for over 2 years, and typically well-connected VCs. And these are the smartest investors in crypto. Wait till I show you the list, and then wait till you see the price prediction. We're still very, very early, so I would expect price appreciation until we get towards the latter half or the latter portion of these token unlocks. Basically, if a billionaire VC company is going to get tokens for 2 years, they don't want to dump it completely today and tank their price because they still have tokens rolling in every month for the next 24 months. Now, remember I said I was going to bring up the USDE stablecoin, also that spike in bridge volume. So this person is just breaking down some of the news in the LayerZero ecosystem. And so just yesterday, they proposed acquiring Stargate. Both tokens surged in price afterwards. But this is very, very good for the LayerZero team because it helps their OFT standard. There's hundreds of OFTs like USDE, Ethena, Rat Bitcoin, and Zero. They're now live on another app, allowing them to flow wherever deployed. But what is an OFT? OFT is essentially LayerZero's language and their language alone. The OFT standard enables interoperability across all blockchains supported by LayerZero, which currently includes over 120 networks. In acquiring something like Stargate, where you see it seems like dozens upon dozens, probably almost 100 USDTs, allows them to keep that competitive edge. Now, USDE has been crushing it lately. Ethena Labs, that's the company behind the USDE stablecoin. USDE is now the third largest synthetic dollar by market cap and is now on 23 chains via LayerZero. So as we're seeing the Donald Trump administration and get a lot of DeFi clarity, Ethena and LayerZero are probably going to benefit greatly from these moves. Now, right before we do the price prediction, I want to show you the big investors here. This is, I'm not kidding, literally the best investor list I've ever seen on any crypto company. I do not say that lightly here. Look at their tier 1, A16Z, Sequoia Capital, Circle, Coinbase, Binance, and Multicoin, even Spartan Group. All of these are top VCs, and their tier 2, some of these are some of the strongest VCs and some of the best connected people in all of crypto. Animoca Brands, CoinFund, huge. Stani, that's the CEO of Aave, so you're looking, someone huge right there. Samsung next, also huge. Sandeep How about the CEO of Polygon, also very well connected, and even Dapper Labs? So when it comes to big institutions backing your protocol, LayerZero is about as good as it gets. And when you saw those token unlocks going for 2 years, well beyond 2027, I'm not too worried about A16Z struggling to pay their light bill and dumping all their LayerZero tokens. They might wait for, maybe closer to the tail end of their drip. Here's another visual for the token unlocks. We are right here, this month right here, and some of these very well connected and very deep pocket VCs, they're collecting tokens until 2027. And so thinking that they're dumping all their tokens now, that hurts the price of the tokens they receive here, just seems a little unlikely. So I still think there's a lot better days ahead. So speaking of better days, let's get into the charts. Slide to the right. All right, so I think where we're at right here looks remarkably similar to where we were in the past. Now, I'm going to show you why. This right here is a little bit of a downtrend, and this downtrend lasted roughly 3 months. So September, October, November, we break out. Well, this downtrend also 3 months. May, June, July, we break out. Then we came back down, and we retested, and now we're bouncing. Also here, you can see we came down twice, couldn't quite get this low, and then it went off to the races. And just like last time, we come and we retest the value low, and then we head to the upside. Come 1, 2, 3 knocks up to the upside. 1, 2, 3 knocks, potentially maybe up to the upside here. Now, I think previous all-time high is, I don't want to say a shoe-in, but I think previous all-time high is very much on the menu, everybody. And that's going to be this area right here. And so from today, at current prices, you're still looking at a nice 17% pump. So about a 3.2x. But I think there's moonshot potential to maybe even play into this trend line. Now, this would be very, very bullish, but that's a potential 400 or 500% pump there. So keep LayerZero on your menu. I think as Ethena gets a little bit more popular, as we get more clarity, and as more and more people start talking amongst different chains, they want their Solana tether to come over to Ethereum, or maybe this L2 on Ethereum to maybe come over to the Sonium when they're trying to play Grand Theft Auto 6 a year from now. Any of these scenarios, LayerZero is going to be in a very good position as there's more blockchains, there's more of a need of a zero layer for the layer ones to talk amongst themselves, and LayerZero could be that winner. So I'm DZ4, Discover Crypto. I'll see you in your LayerZero bags at the top.